everyone. How are you? Hope you all are fine. And welcome to today's class. And what we learned in the last class, are you remembering all that? Which are the things we studied? Yes, we studied about different types of combustion, structure of a flame, and how these all these things, that means structure of flame and all, it is helps to us in our daily life and all, right? Are you remembering all that? That means that goldsmith is using the structure of the outer layer zone of the flame and all, it is helping in all that things. Okay, so these are all things we studied in the last class. So okay, today we are going to study about the fuel and fuel efficiency. What is mean by a fuel? Are you remembering? In the first class we discussed about the fuel. So we know that the things are combustible substance and non-combustible substance also. The substance which is combustible or otherwise the thing which is helping for combustion, that is known as a fuel. Can you say some names related to the fuels? Which type of fuels you know? That also we studied, right? So different types of fuels we know. Which are they? Some names I wrote here. Listen that: cow dung cake, wood, coal, petrol, kerosene, diesel, methane, CNG, LPG, biogas, hydrogen. So different types of fuels are there in our earth, right? So most of them are familiar to us. Cow dung and all is very familiar to you, right? നമ്മുടെ വീട്ടിൽ പശുവൊക്കെ ഇല്ലേ, ചാണകമൊക്കെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് അറിയില്ലേ? കൗ ഡങ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താ? ചാണകമാണ് അല്ലേ? അത് നമ്മൾ എന്തായിട്ട് യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്? ഫ്യൂവൽസ്. അതായത് പണ്ടുള്ള കാലത്തുള്ള സാധാരണ ജനങ്ങളൊക്കെ കൗഡങ് എന്ത് ചെയ്യുമായിരുന്നു? ഉണക്കിയിട്ട് അവർ കുക്കിങ്ങിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് അല്ലെ, വിറകിന് പകരമായിട്ടൊക്കെ ചാണകവരളി എന്നൊക്കെ പറയും. അത് ഉപയോഗിച്ചാണ് അവർ കുക്കിംഗ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ അതൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് എന്തായിട്ട് പറയാം? ഫ്യൂവൽ. ഓക്കെ, ആൻഡ് അനദർ വൺ ഈസ് wood and some coal, petrol, kerosene, diesel. All these are different types of fuels. Can we divide all these fuels? All are same or not? All is same? No. Most of them are this is not same. All of them are different, right? So we can classify them as into solid fuel, liquid fuel and gaseous fuel. Can you say which are solid fuels? Yes, this wood and all, right? Coal, wood, all these are solid fuels. And which are liquid fuels? Liquid fuels are petrol, kerosene and diesel and all, right? And which are gaseous fuels or gas fuels? These are CNG, LPG, biogas and hydrogen gas. That gas related things are known as gaseous fuels. Is it clear, children? Right, so we can tell that different types of fuels are there. They are solid fuels, liquid fuels and gaseous fuels. So solids are coal and wood, cow dung and all these are wood, solid things. So liquid fuels are petrol, kerosene and diesel and all, and gaseous are liquefied petroleum gas or otherwise LPG, compressed natural gas or CNG, biogas and all these are example for gaseous fuels. So in your textbook, table 6.3 downside, there is a table is there. Can you see? Okay, so just fill that table. Different types of fuels they are asking. So first one column, it is solid fuel, second one is liquid fuel and third one is gaseous fuel. So these fuels you can write the examples related to this. Okay, നിങ്ങൾ അതൊന്ന് ഫില്ല് ചെയ്യുക കേട്ടോ, അതാണ് നിങ്ങൾക്കുള്ള ഹോംവർക്ക് ആണ്. ഓക്കെ, ആൻഡ് so this type of different fuels are there. All of these fuels are same or not? We know that they are not same. How it is different? Yeah, from if you are burning all these substance, from all of these we are getting different amount of heat energy, light energy and all these, right? Results are different. So because of when the results are different means all of them have different capacity or efficiency, right? So related to that we can understand that we can classify them into a value. That means a calorific value is there, right? So calorific value, what is meant by calorific value? You heard that term? Calorific value means the amount of substance produced heat energy. When that means 1 kg of a substance is burning, that time how much amount of heat energy is produced. That is known as this term calorific value. നമ്മൾ ഓരോ സബ്സ്റ്റൻസിനെ ബേൺ ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴും അതിൽ നിന്ന് എത്രത്തോളം ഹീറ്റ് എനർജിയും ലൈറ്റ് എനർജിയും അതേപോലെയുള്ള റിസൾട്ട്സ് ഫോം ചെയ്യുന്ന എന്തൊക്കെ ഔട്ട്കം ആണ് ഉണ്ടാകുന്നത് എന്നത് ഓരോന്നിനെയും വ്യത്യാസപ്പെടുത്തിയിരിക്കുന്നു. ശരിയല്ലേ? അപ്പോൾ ഓരോ സബ്സ്റ്റൻസ്, ഇപ്പോൾ കൗഡങ് ബേൺ ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴുള്ള റിസൾട്ട് അല്ല പെട്രോൾ ബേൺ ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴുള്ള റിസൾട്ട്. സോ ദേ ആർ ഗെറ്റിംഗ് ദ ഹീറ്റ് എനർജി വാല്യൂ ഈസ് ഡിഫറെന്റ്, റൈറ്റ്? So from related to all these things, we can say that each fuel has different calorific value. So I will say that first one is cow dung cake. So the calorific value is 6,000 to 8,000. Second one is wood. Wood calorific value is 17,000 to 22,000. Third one is coal. Coal is 25,000 to 33,000. And petrol is 45,000. And the fifth one is kerosene. Kerosene calorific value is 45,000 and diesel is 45,000. See this children, petrol, kerosene and diesel, three of them have same calorific value. They are liquid fuels. Okay. And another one is methane. Methane calorific value is 50,000. And CNG means compressed natural gas. Its calorific value is 50,000. And ninth one is LPG. What is meant by LPG? Full form is liquefied petroleum gas. So 55,000 is the calorific value of petrol. Okay, sorry, LPG. And 10th one is biogas. Biogas calorific value is 35,000 to 40,000. Okay, so that is the calorific value of biogas. And the last one, this is hydrogen. Hydrogen calorific value is 1,50,000. So from all of these, what you can understand? So cow dung, wood and all, they are getting very low calorific value they need, right? So from compared to all these things, all of them are different. Same solid type, liquid type and gaseous type. In this gaseous type, hydrogen is having the highest fuel efficiency. Okay, so hydrogen is having the highest fuel efficiency compared to all these fuels. So these are the calorific values of different fuels, and this calorific value is expressed a unit. അത് നമ്മൾ റെപ്രസെന്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ ഒരു യൂണിറ്റ് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദാറ്റ്? കിലോ ജൂൾ പെർ കെ ജി, കിലോഗ്രാം. ദാറ്റ് മീൻസ് കിലോ ജൂൾ പെർ കിലോഗ്രാം. കിലോ ജൂൾ പെർ കിലോഗ്രാം ഈസ് ദ യൂണിറ്റ് ഓഫ് calorific value. So looking all these things, from this we can understand that a fuel is having different abilities. That means if we need a good fuel, means they are having some conditions are there. Which are that conditions? Can you say? Yes, which are that? Means first one is a good fuel must be easily available. നമുക്ക് പെട്ടെന്ന് കിട്ടുന്നതായിരിക്കണം അല്ലേ? ഇപ്പോൾ കൗഡങ് ആയാലും വുഡ് ആയാലും അതൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് പെട്ടെന്ന് കിട്ടത്തില്ലേ? സോ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഈസിലി അവൈലബിൾ ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് വെരി ചീപ്പ്. സെക്കൻഡ് വൺ ഈസ് ദ പ്രൈസ് ഓർ ദ കോസ്റ്റ് വാല്യൂ ഈസ് വെരി ചീപ്പ്. അത് വളരെ വില കുറഞ്ഞതായിരിക്കണം. Then we can say that it should be a good fuel. Okay, and the third one is when substance should be easily burning. That means a substance, which are the substance we are taking as a fuel, that substance should be easily, it catches fire, or otherwise it is easily helpful for burning. That is the third point. A substance should be or otherwise a fuel should be good. Okay, and the fourth point is it produces a large amount of heat energy from this fuel. We are getting from the fuel. And the fifth one is it does not leave behind any undesirable substance. So that means complete combustion will happen. Okay, so these are the 5 points. That means if we want to understand that a good fuel need, which are the conditions necessary for a good fuel means all these easily available, should be easily available, should be cheap, and it can burn in any circumstance, or otherwise it produce a large amount of heat and it can complete combustion will happen. So all these are the important conditions or good conditions related to a good fuel. Then only we can say that fuel is a good fuel. And from this, now we understood that these are the conditions related to a good fuel. So can you say all fuels are good or not? Can you say this is an ideal fuel, or which one is you can say that an ideal fuel? Ideal means all qualities should be satisfied. That type of fuel is there? Is it anyone is there? Can you say from all this? No, we cannot say, because all fuels are different. We are comparing their calorific value, their heat energy producing, they are making what final result, that means which are the things it is producing, all it is different. So we cannot say that a fuel is a ideal fuel, we cannot say, because all conditions it should not be following. Most of the conditions are good like that. Okay, so from our previous time, that means നമ്മുടെ മുത്തശ്ശന്മാരുടെയൊക്കെ കാലഘട്ടമില്ലേ, പഴയ പണ്ടത്തെ ആളുകളുടെ, അവരുടെ സമയത്തൊക്കെ അവർ നമ്മുടെ വിറക് കഷ്ണങ്ങളൊക്കെ ആയിരുന്നു എന്തിനു വേണ്ടി ഉപയോഗിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നത്, ഈ കുക്കിങ്ങിനും അല്ലെ ഹീറ്റിംഗ് അങ്ങനെയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾക്കൊക്കെ കൂടുതലും തടി കഷ്ണങ്ങളും കൗടങ്ങും ഒക്കെ ആയിരുന്നു ഉപയോഗിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നത്. പക്ഷേ nowadays you can see that in our home areas, most of them 90% of our homes they are using LPG gas connection, right? So gas facilities and all, most of them we are using. But in a previous time, in our olden times and all, we are not using, that is very less only. That time they are not knowing about this gas, LPG gas, CNG gas, all this type of gas facility and all, they are not knowing. So different, each and every time fuel cases is different. So that is the reason we are finding out this calorific value, all of them is different from one another. Okay. Okay, so now you understood about a fuel efficiency. We are calculating with the help of calorific value. The unit of calorific value is kilojoule per kg. That means kJ per kg. That is the unit representing the calorific value. Next point is their burning effects leads to harmful effects. That means how when we are using this fuel, is this making any problem, or otherwise combustion process making any harmful effects to our human beings or on our daily life situations? That is that point we are going to discuss. First one, normally we know that burning is happening means, simple example I can say that papers we are burning, or otherwise waste things we are going outside, we are putting into a burn or fire. വസ്തുക്കൾ ഇങ്ങനെ കത്തുമ്പോൾ എന്ത് പ്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്യും? സ്മോക്ക് അല്ലേ? That means a black color smoke or smoke is producing in all that area. So that time we are feeling suffocation and irritating tendency also, and we are difficult for breathing. Breathing problems will be happening. So in that time cases and all, if it is regular means the respiratory diseases will come, right? Which can you say one example for respiratory disease? Yes, asthma. Asthma is a respiratory disease, right? So in our maybe sometimes it is normally it is from born, അതായത് ജനിക്കുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ ചിലപ്പോൾ അസുഖം ഉണ്ടാകാം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഈ പുക ഇതൊക്കെ ശ്വസിച്ച് തന്നെ വർഷങ്ങളോളം അതിൽ നിന്ന് അവർക്ക് അങ്ങനെ അസുഖങ്ങൾ ഉണ്ടാകും. അത് അങ്ങനെയുള്ള സ്ഥലങ്ങളിലൊക്കെ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്ന ആളുകൾക്കൊക്കെ എന്ത് പറ്റും? പൊടിയൊക്കെ ശ്വസിച്ച് അവർക്ക് അസുഖം വരാൻ ചാൻസ് ഉണ്ട്. ഓക്കെ, ദെൻ respiratory diseases, asthma type respiratory diseases are coming in this case of burning effect. Okay, so when substance is burning, that time a smoke is producing. In that smoke, what is present there? Some gases are present there. Which are they? Yes, first one is carbon monoxide, second one is carbon dioxide, then different types of poisonous gases. Okay, all these are very harmful to our body or otherwise our respiratory system. So continuously we are breathing all these poisonous gas. What will happen means, yes, we will feel respiratory diseases. That means suffocation or otherwise we can't breathe properly. That problems will be happening. So the carbon monoxide gas, if it is producing, that black color smoke is producing, mean you just don't stand in that place. You should go from that place because otherwise respiratory problem will come. So and the second point, the incomplete combustion of the process. In that process, one gas is producing. Which is that gas? That is CO. That means carbon monoxide gas. Normally it is very dangerous to people because once if it is breathing that gas, suddenly we will be going to die. Otherwise the doctors are advised that you should not sleep in that room. Whenever the carbon dioxide gas is producing from the burning, near to that room should not be sleep because the people can kill because for breathing this carbon monoxide gas. So this is a very harmful effect related to the fuel burning. Okay, so that is the second point. And the third point is we are going to discuss about the global warming. What is that? Global warming. Global warming means the carbon dioxide level of carbon dioxide increasing in our earth crust. Okay, so when the temperature is rising, that process is known as global warming. That means the increased temperature of carbon dioxide, the temperature is increasing on the top of our earth crust, and then the amount of carbon dioxide level is increasing. That very high hot temperature we are feeling that system, that or otherwise that process known as global warming. That means the rise in temperature of the earth crust. That means increasing. Okay, so when global warming is increasing on our earth crust, what will be going to happen? Can you say? Yes, global warming is increasing. That means the temperature is increasing on our earth crust. Means the cold regions and all, the glaciers and all, or polar regions and all, it is melting. Right. So in that time, what will happen? Our polar area, that means our earth crust, or otherwise that Jammu Kashmir, or otherwise in that cold region area, their ice cubes are going finally suddenly because of this temperature it is suddenly melting. Then what will happen? Yes, the level of water is increasing. പെട്ടെന്ന് വെള്ളപ്പൊക്കം ഉണ്ടാകത്തില്ലേ ഈ ഐസ് എല്ലാം കൂടെ ഉരുകി പോയാൽ? നമ്മുടെ ആർട്ടിക് റീജിയനിലും അന്റാർട്ടിക് റീജിയനിലും ഒക്കെ ഒരുപാട് ഐസ് കട്ടകളുണ്ട് അല്ലേ? അതൊക്കെ പെട്ടെന്ന് ഇങ്ങനെ മെൽറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ തുടങ്ങിയാൽ എന്ത് സംഭവിക്കും? നമ്മുടെ സീയിലുള്ള വാട്ടർ ലെവൽ ഇൻക്രീസ് ചെയ്യും. റൈറ്റ്. സോ അങ്ങനെ ഇൻക്രീസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ അവിടെ എല്ലാം ഫ്ലഡ് ഉണ്ടാവും അല്ലേ? സോ നിയർ ദാറ്റ് ആ സീയുടെയും കടലിന്റെയും ഒക്കെ തീരത്തുള്ള ജനങ്ങളെല്ലാം എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? ബിക്കോസ് ഈ ഫ്ലഡ് കാരണം മുങ്ങി മരിച്ചു പോകും. Right. So all these things, because of this global warming, the rise level of, that means rising of temperature is increasing, and finally the ice are polar regions and from all that area the level of it is melting and ice cubes are melting, and finally the level of water is increasing on the sea and ponds and lakes and all. So because of this it will be very harmfully it is affected to the people. Okay, so global warming is the major or very dangerous issue related to the harming burning effects. Okay, and fourth one, what is mean by fourth one? Fourth one is acid rain. Fourth point is acid rain. Acid rain means the our rainwater. Rainwater is dissolved when the oxides of sulfur and nitrogen is dissolving in the rainwater. That rain is known as acid rain, and it is falling. Okay, so in that time all these pollutants, when because of the burning process different gases are going on the atmosphere. Okay, so sulfur gases are there, nitrogen gases are there, different oxides are there. So all of these are comparing together, and what will happen means it is mixing with our rainwater. And after that it is coming on directly, it is coming to the earth. That time So this acid content, this sulfur oxide content, oxides of sulfur content and nitrogen content, all these gases are including or mixing in the water. So that is coming on the earth, and it is very dangerous to earth. So what will happen means, this acid rain is coming like this, different acids are mixing in our rainwater and it is suddenly falling to the earth. That will, what will happen means, yes, actually what is happening means, in our earth crops are there, right? Farmers are doing very hard work and we are getting crops and different things are there. So in that it is very harmful for, it is very dangerous to our agriculture industry. That means it is destroying our crops, different crops are there, right? And another thing is, it is destroying this acid rain is destroying the buildings and soil also it is destroying, because this different acid content is coming on the soil means it will not help the growth of the plant. പ്ലാന്റ്സിനെ സഹായിക്കുമോ? ഇല്ല. പ്ലാന്റ്സിന് ആവശ്യമുള്ള നല്ല സൂര്യപ്രകാശവും വെള്ളവും ഒക്കെ കിട്ടണ്ടല്ലേ? അതിനു പകരം ആസിഡ് കലർന്ന വെള്ളമാണ് കിട്ടുന്നതെങ്കിൽ ആ പ്ലാന്റ്സിന് ജീവിക്കാൻ പറ്റുമോ? ഇല്ല. അത് വാടി കരിഞ്ഞു പോകത്തില്ലേ? യെസ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഈ ആസിഡ് റെയിൻ നമ്മുടെ ഇതിനെല്ലാം നശിപ്പിച്ച് കളയത്തേ ഉള്ളൂ. സെയിം ലൈക്ക് നിങ്ങൾ താജ്മഹൽ അറിയാമല്ലോ, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വളരെ ഇഷ്ടമുള്ളതല്ലേ താജ്മഹൽ? പിക്ചേഴ്സ് ഒക്കെ കണ്ടിട്ടില്ലേ? ചിലർ പോയിട്ടും ഉണ്ടാവും അല്ലേ? അപ്പോൾ ആ താജ്മഹൽ ഒക്കെ ആണെങ്കിൽ ഈ ആസിഡ് റെയിൻ കാരണം ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരുമാതിരി നശിച്ച ഒരു അവസ്ഥയിലാണ്. അതായത് അതിന്റെ നമ്മുടെ താജ്മഹലിന്റെ വൈറ്റ് മാർബിൾസ് കൊണ്ടാണ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എല്ലാം അറിയാമല്ലോ, ശരിയല്ലേ? അപ്പൊ ഈ ആസിഡ് റെയിൻ കാരണം അതിന്റെ പുറമേയുള്ള ആ ഒരു ഭംഗി, അതർവൈസ് ദാറ്റ് നല്ല തിളങ്ങുന്ന ഒരു ഇതായിരുന്നു, നമ്മുടെ വൈറ്റ് മാർബിൾസ് ആയിരുന്നു. സോ ദാറ്റ് മാർബിൾസ് ആർ, ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് കംപ്ലീറ്റ്ലി ഡിസ്ട്രോയിങ്, വേഡേസ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് നോട്ട് ഗ്ലോയിങ്. അപ്പൊ അതിന്റെ തിളക്കമെല്ലാം എന്ത് പറ്റിപ്പോയി? മങ്ങിപ്പോയി. ബിക്കോസ് ഇൻ ദാറ്റ് ഏരിയ, നിയർ ദാറ്റ് താജ്മഹൽ ഏരിയ, ലോട്ട് ഓഫ് ഫാക്ടറീസ് ആർ ദെയർ. So these factories are producing different gases, poisonous gases to the atmosphere. So these gases are completely mixing on the atmosphere. When the rain is coming time, these gases are, acid content gas are completely dissolving in that rain, and finally it is coming on the top of the Taj Mahal. Then that white marble is faded. Okay, so the power, that glittering, that nature, it is completely disappearing. Nowadays it is looking not shiny, but the beauty of Taj Mahal is, we know that we all like that Taj Mahal, but the reason is this one, the glowing that nature is not nowadays. ഫസ്റ്റ് ടൈം എങ്ങനെയായിരുന്നു അത് ഉണ്ടാക്കിയ സമയത്തുള്ള ആ ഒരു ഭംഗിയൊന്നും ഇപ്പൊ നമ്മുടെ താജ്മഹലിനില്ല. വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദ റീസൺ? ദിസ് ആസിഡ് റെയിൻ. Okay, so these are the different burning effects, or otherwise how the fuel emission, different types of fuels and their problems, how it is affecting in our daily life and all, we are knowing that. Okay, and another one thing is, from all these fuels, one fuel is, we are calling them as cleaner fuel. Which is that cleaner fuel? Its name is CNG. That means compressed natural gas. It is known as CNG. Okay, so most of the good fuel conditions are following this cleaner fuel, or otherwise this CNG. It is not making more poisonous things, and it is not producing more different poisonous thing or dangerous situations. It is not producing all these things, because all these things we are calling this CNG as cleaner fuel. Okay.